great to me. That's a big smile.
Okay, Elizabeth, what inspired you to enter Miss England?
What inspired me to enter Miss England?
Yeah.
I actually got scouted going through a shopping centre in Preston just after a night job, and it was beautiful. It was such an honour, actually. Didn't think I'd be scouted at all, or never mind actually be sitting here in this position, but yeah, I'd never change it for the world. Never change it for the world.
Okay, were you actually shopping then when you were asked?
Yes, I was walking through town to try and grab my boyfriend a Valentine's present, actually, and it was one of Mark's little colleagues come running and asked me if I wanted to enter Miss Preston, and it's all just shot off from there since April.
And how does it feel to win Miss England?
It's overwhelming. I didn't think I'd be anywhere past the top 20, if anything. Everything's just a shock. It's very, very surreal. In fact, it's quite magical to feel like this. I feel quite very starry-eyed.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself, Elizabeth.
I'm 20 years old. I am studying psychology in early childhood in Liverpool Hope University. I also volunteer every 2 weeks, every year, at Play Scheme. It's like a summer camp for children. I also play netball on the side when I can. I've been doing that for 7 years now, and I fortunately got a chance to go to Fiji last year to raise some money to go and help disadvantaged children over there in the village. I refurbished a primary school.
And tell us a little bit more about your family, Elizabeth.
Quite a large family. I'm one of 5. I have an older brother, I did have an older sister, and I have 2 younger brothers and sisters. I'm the middle child. I live with my mum in Preston, and we're all very, very tight-knit family. Beautiful.
How about some of the prizes that you've won? Have you heard about the fact that you're going to go to Mauritius?
Some of the prizes that I've won, I can't believe I'm going to Mauritius. This is the first holiday that I'm going to have this year, so I'm incredibly excited for that. I can't wait to go somewhere so tropical like Mauritius. It looks amazing. Even at the Miss England final, I was looking through the leaflet and I was just admiring and dreaming, thinking I really hope I get there, and I'm here now. It's a dream.
You're a student. What are you studying and where do you go?
I'm studying psychology in early childhood. I've just finished my 2nd year at Liverpool Hope University. Since fundraising for Miss England, I've been doing my dissertation research as well. To now fulfil this role, I'll be taking a sabbatical at university, so I'll be completely devoting myself to Miss England, and then I can prep myself for my dissertation year next year.
Amazing. Do you want to tell us about the fundraising that you did for the Melanie's Magic Wand Appeal? Do you want to tell us the story behind that?
I can do. Melanie's Magic Wand Appeal was a charity that my father dedicated to my deceased sister. She passed when I was 5 years old and she was 12. She had a brain tumour when she was 11, and she fortunately got through that, but they didn't get it all. It came back more aggressive, and it unfortunately took her life when she was 12. My dad designated Melanie's Magic Wand Appeal to raise as much money as possible to get this specific brain tumour machine shipped from America over to England, and we didn't have it here and we didn't have enough money to get it there, so we raised £500,000 to get it over here, and we now have Melanie's face and a plaque in the Royal Preston Hospital in the intensive care unit, so she's designated there, and her machine has actually saved family friends' lives, so there's a silver lining everywhere. So I'm doing this for you now.
It's amazing. Were you born in Preston?
I was born and bred in Preston, since day dot. I love my hometown. It's my roots. I'll always remember my roots.
And are all your family in the Preston area?
Yes. All my immediate family are based in the Preston area. My older brother has his own house, and my little brother and sister live very close to my father, and I live with my mum alone.
Okay. Anybody got any questions at all? Anybody want to ask? Anything before we move outside? 'Cause
What are you thinking when you're going to Mauritius? Obviously, you've been looking at the brochure before.
Mhm.
You say you've been looking at the brochure to go
Yeah.
to Mauritius before,
Yeah.
and you never thought that one day you'd be going down there in this sort of situation. So what are you thinking when you go to Mauritius? What are you going to do?
There's a few ideas on that banner behind you.
If yeah, absolutely everything. In every opportunity in life, I just want to do everything. Thinking back to when I went to Fiji last year, I did anything and everything. I went manta ray snorkeling in the morning, then we went scuba diving at night. So if I can do every activity in a day, I possibly would do. I can sleep when I'm dead. That's what I'll do.
Do you like swimming, scuba diving,
I
all
love
sort of
scuba
thing?
diving.
Do you like scuba diving? Oh,
Yes.
you'll enjoy Mauritius then. Looking at the corals, at the fish.
That's it. I went coral reef diving in Fiji
Did you?
and I saw a reef shark as well.
Oh dear.
So that was fun. The scuba diver had to drag me back up. I wanted to stay down for as long as possible.
Well, we got dolphin. You can go and swim with the dolphin in Mauritius, certainly. All this sort of thing.
No, I'm very, very, very excited already. I can't wait.
And we'll make you an honorary Mauritian.
Pardon?
We'll make you an honorary Mauritian.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, I love that.
You won't feel like a place in Mauritius, Ox and Jibin.
I'll be a daughter of Mauritius. Yeah,
Do-
let's
do-
do that.
Tu parles français?
She's going to be your daughter
Do
in
you speak
Mauritius.
French?
Can you speak any languages?
I don't, I'm afraid. No, I don't speak any languages. I wish I did.
Okay, do you, how does it feel about your, how do you think the chances are in Miss World?
I think
Have
I've
you
got a
thought
good...
about that far ahead yet?
I'd say that I've probably mulled it over from last night, as I'm still up in the clouds, I really am. But I think my chance in Miss World, I think I've got a pretty good chance. I know what I want to do with the title. I know what I want to strive to be and what I want to leave a mark, especially in Washington, so people can remember who I am, because I'm representing the whole country now. But I do think I've got a very, very good chance. I can see myself trying so hard. You know, this confidence has just skyrocketed from all of this. So thank you all.
Well, thank you for being singing. Terrific.
So when did you actually win Miss Preston? How long ago?
It was the 18th of April.
Okay. Also, it's all still new to you, really. Isn't
That was it. Yeah, it's all since I got scouted in February. It's just been such a whirlwind to try and get as much publicity and fundraising abilities that I could for Miss Preston. And since then, I went through to the semi-finals in June. So that was again a rush. I had my 2 university exams as well to prep for that. So there was time management is paramount in this, if no one else knows. I got through to the semi-finals, fortunately, and now I was here at the Miss England finals yesterday, and it's just incredible. I can't believe it. I do love keeping busy though, so I'd never ever change this for the world, no matter what the outcome would have been.
Do you want to tell us about the different rounds that you competed in Miss England, for those that don't know?
Yes, there was many different rounds. There was one which did push me to my limits, which was a sports round. I do see myself as quite sporty and competitive. However, this was more fitness based, and I definitely know where my struggles are in regards to that. But I pushed myself as far as I could, and that was incredible. The winner was more than deserving, so well done to you, Pearl. There was a $1 billion smile round, and we got fortunately sponsored for a teeth whitening kit, and I do love a good smile. So that was extremely fun to go and take part in. We also did a talent round, which was quite surreal. We had to send in a 2-minute snappy video of what we would see as our talent, and I sent in a rap that I didn't make myself, but I knew just off the cuff, and I thought I'll send it in. So it's a bit different, it's a bit quirky, and I love doing it. I've never performed in my life. It's always been a bedroom performance or in the shower, and I fortunately got through, got shortlisted, and I was asked to perform at both the semis and the final, and that was the first performance I'd ever done, ever. And the response I got was outstanding. Like, people thought I was an actual performer, and I really wasn't. I didn't think I did as well. You know, you can kind of pick up on your own things, like, oh, I might have missed up a word or whatnot. but it was amazing. I didn't think I'd remember all the words, but when I got out there, it just came out of nowhere. I had such an attitude on stage, it was amazing. I felt incredible. I'd definitely do that again, definitely.
Any different rounds?
There was publicity around. We had to get as much press as we could. Obviously all the girls came from different areas. We had like Newcastle and Birmingham and Preston, and did as much as we could. That was amazing. We did so many appearances, different festivals and carnivals and whatnot, and charity events. I did hold my own charity extravaganza in Preston that raised just under £1,000 for Beauty with a Purpose, and that was incredible. That's such a good night. I had so much feedback. I'm still getting feedback now from the people who attended, so that worked perfectly.
What did you wear in the eco round?
In the eco round, I represented the 1950s, very much like a Grace Kelly type look. I had pin-up curls in my hair and a floppy hat. It was very simplistic, and as you can see right now, I am quite a simplistic person when it comes to fashion, quite classy and not too out over the top, and the 1950s just kind of reflected that, and it was a very quirky style, and I feel that fit my personality more so than the other eras. We had to fit into a certain theme in the eco round, and that was classic English themes throughout the decades, so you could pick any time period, and I thought the 1950s fit myself quite well, my personality wise.
Elizabeth, now you've won Miss England, what's one of the first things that you want to be able to do with the title to be able to start helping others?
I really want to be able to help children who haven't been given the same opportunities as other children, really disadvantaged children. I do love the idea of working abroad, volunteering out there, obviously maybe in third world or whatnot. It means a lot for children to be given the opportunity to better themselves at such a young age, so they can actually build up that confidence and build up that self-esteem. The last thing you want is for children to not believe in themselves. It's the last thing I want, and I want to be able to make a mark with those children, and for them to think, you know what, I actually feel like a better person now since I'm older, and I want that to be due to the work that I'm willing to do throughout this title.